Hey folks, it's Bob Tuskin here with Bob Tuskin Jr. and we are at Butterfly World. Watching him look around and see all the beautiful butterflies in the water and the plants and flowers reminds me of the fact that we are all born with a natural curiosity for things. The public schooling system, the indoctrination camps, and the media help to quash that, which is unfortunate. Because we are born, in my opinion, with an innate desire to explore and learn and love and share. Well, maybe not share. But the rest remains absolutely the truth. Oh, the butterfly almost got you. Don't be afraid of them. They won't bother you. I know. Anyways, it's a beautiful day here, enjoying some family time in nature, or at least what's supposed to represent nature, here in Butterfly World. There's not a chemtrail in the sky, which I'm glad to report on. The reason why I do my show and I do my research 5 days a week, well, the show anyways is 5 days a week, but the research never stops, just like learning never stops. But they want to take us away from that learning. And that is the way the education system is built. It is built for the purpose of quashing our innate desire, our innate curiosity, and something that cannot be taught because, well, it's within us naturally. I don't know how else to slice that for you, ladies and gentlemen, but that is a reality that we have been taken away from more and more, again, by the same guilty suspects. The education system, the media, authority, and so on and so forth. Remember, folks, we were born as thinkers, not as drones and slaves for the money changers and brainwashers.
Oh no.
Please do not be alarmed if you see or hear the helicopter flying around overhead or landing on the parking garage. Thank you.
Wow. They're having a drill. That sounds pretty scary. Okay, we're leaving the Butterfly Museum. We just heard over the loudspeaker that there was going to be an active police drill with helicopters and SWAT-style teams over at the parking garage just down the way from us. So, you know, we go from a beautiful outing in nature with the babies learning about things and seeing things for the first time to a police drill that, as you know, might go live at any moment. We've seen a track record of these so-called drills going live, or at least preparing for some sort of false flag or some sort of measure that the general public construes as for our safety. But in all actuality, these drills have ulterior motives more times than not. So we're going to explore that and let you know what we find. If it's just your run-of-the-mill police state drill, or if there's something more exotic or intriguing about the drill in this police state. So it's now been about a half hour since the announcement that there was going to be a terror drill, and still no sign of any activity. We're going to stick around for a little bit longer, but we're not going to wait. If nothing happens, nothing happens. Okay, so no sign of a drill still. It's now about an hour later since we've heard that announcement. You missed out on kind of a interesting talk. There's a lot of babies playing in a little discovery room at the museum here, and two moms were talking about their vaccine schedule. And one of the moms said, you know, we're probably not going to get the chickenpox vaccine, probably not going to get this vaccine or that vaccine, and I was just kind of taken back by that. Actually, here we go. Here's a helicopter flying over now. I'm not sure if this is a part of the drill or not. Yep, that is a police helicopter. That's the Alachua County Sheriff's Department. I can tell by the green markings on the airplane. It kind of did a flyby just now and started to circle. But anyways, back to what I was saying about this conversation between two moms about vaccines. I was really interested in what they were saying because I was wondering if they were total vaccines advocates or if there was something more to their conclusions. And one of the moms was saying, you know, I'm not going to get my child a hepatitis B vaccine. They're not doing drugs and having sex with multiple partners, which is pretty darn intuitive. Oh, here comes that helicopter again. Geez, folks, we're having a lot of fun today. Vaccines and police drills. Let's see, is it going to fly overhead now? No, the tree's blocking the view at the moment. But let me finish this story before things get too crazy here with the drill that they're having, ironically, right where we are for this day at the Butterfly World in the museum. So I broke in, and the other mom was saying, you know, well, I understand, but vaccines are important for some things like chickenpox and whatnot. And I said, there's no such thing as a good vaccine. Okay? No vaccine has any purpose. And I know that might sound radical, and I know that might sound counterintuitive to most people who are taught that they need a tetanus shot, that they need this, that they need that. But there's no such thing as a good vaccine. Period. Bottom line. End of story. This other mom who was advocating some vaccines but not other vaccines says, well, I believe in science. That is their religion, ladies and gentlemen. This has become the religion of choice. Oh, it's flying low now, folks. I don't know if you can see that, but now it's really flying low and slowly right next to us. Not sure what kind of drill this is, but I think this is very interesting. And it shows you that having drills like this is not so much for the sake of their training, but for the sake of putting it in the faces of the general public. And again, we never know when a drill like this may or may not go live. I'm not sure I'm able to get the best view. All I have is my cell phone camera. But just to wrap up my conclusions on what that lady was saying about the vaccines, it's pretty darn scary that scientism has taken the place of critical thinking and common sense. So just as I was about to leave and my camera was inaccessible, a helicopter flew right over this parking garage. I mean, right over it, flying as low as you could possibly go. So we're gonna stick around for a little bit longer. The baby's getting a little tired. It's time for nap time. And we're gonna see if we can go to the top of this parking garage where this drill is taking place and get a closer shot of just the tactics and patterns that these helicopters are using at the moment. So we're at the top of the parking garage and we cannot pull the car any further. There's a sign saying UF police training, keep out. So we'll have to go back down below to see if we can observe the helicopters and their police drills from the museum that we were at just a moment ago. Okay, so I didn't get the shot that I wanted to. My camera ran out of space right when the helicopters were flying at their lowest point. So we're leaving now. The baby's starting to get a little tired. There's the bat houses, by the way, that the University of Florida has. Sunset is quite the scene. The bats all come out, and in that bat house, as a result, is tons of bat guano. You may have heard me talk about it being a great organic fertilizer. By the way, here's an organic garden on the campus of the University of Florida, entirely organic, run by students. They have their plots there, and it's quite the sight to go in there and see all the different species of plants. Long story short, the drill did not get real crazy, thank goodness, but it is very startling, and it did shock many people as they were walking in the building to see police crafts flying as low as they were flying and as aggressively as they were flying. Wish I would have got that shot of it right over our heads. I mean, man, was it something to be seen, but well, that's real life, folks. You can't always get everything on camera. Sometimes accidents happen and you run out of memory. Alright folks, hope you enjoyed this video today. Love you all, and please tune in to the show. We'll be talking about solutions to these problems and so much more on the Bob Tuskin Show 5 days a week.